The little boy who didn't want to go to school. Liam didn't want to get out of bed. It was a school day. His stomach felt like it was filled with stones. He pulled the blanket over his head and tried to disappear. The thought of facing the playground made him want to stay in bed forever. His dad knocked gently. "Time to get up, champ." But Liam didn't move. At the breakfast table, Liam sat silently. His dad poured cereal and said kindly, "You've been really quiet lately. Want to tell me what's going on at school?" Liam shrugged. He wanted to speak, but the words got stuck. How could he explain that the kids teased him about his glasses, his drawings, and how he liked to read instead of play football? When Liam got to school, he hoped maybe, just maybe, it would be different. But as soon as he walked onto the playground, he heard it again. "Hey, book boy," one kid shouted. "Still afraid of balls?" Another laughed, tossing one too hard in Liam's direction. Liam's shoulders slumped. He found a quiet corner by the tree and wished he could disappear. After class, Miss Carter noticed Liam packing up slowly. She knelt beside him and said, "Liam, I've seen how you keep to yourself. I want you to know, you can always talk to me. You don't have to go through things alone." Liam's eyes watered. For the first time all week, he felt a little lighter. That evening, Liam sat in his room with paper and markers. He started drawing. He created a superhero, glasses and all, who stood tall, stopped bullies with kindness, and protected kids who felt small. And just like that, Liam smiled. He made a paper badge for himself, not because he was trying to be someone else, but because maybe he already was brave. He just didn't know it yet. The next morning felt different. Liam pinned his paper superhero badge onto his hoodie. It wasn't much, just paper, tape, and crayon. But it reminded him that he could be brave, even if he was scared. He looked in the mirror and gave himself a nod. At recess, the same boys waited. "Still wearing baby glasses?" one sneered. Liam took a deep breath. His heart pounded, but he didn't run this time. He looked them in the eye and said, "That's not okay. You don't have to like me, but you can't talk to me like that." The boys froze. They weren't expecting that. The next few days were different. The boys didn't say much anymore. One even mumbled, "Sorry," when Liam walked past. And Liam? He started walking taller. He joined a group at lunchtime. He laughed again. Even Miss Carter smiled when she saw him helping another student with a tricky maths problem. One rainy afternoon, Liam saw a new boy standing alone. He had a quiet look Liam remembered very well. Some other kids were whispering and pointing. Liam walked up and said, "Do you want to hang out?" The boy nodded slowly. And just like that, Liam passed on the courage he had found. Liam still wore his superhero badge from time to time, not because he needed it, but to remind himself that heroes don't always fly or fight. Sometimes, they speak up. Sometimes, they help someone else feel seen. And Liam? He was no longer afraid to go to school.